The NFL needs your help, by the way. The NFL is seeking to make changes to punt plays by crowdsourcing ideas. No, it's real. ESPN reported last month league officials were confident enough in the kickoff changes, which were driven by internal data study, that they're ready to move on to punts. They need your help. We know our fans are not big fans of every play ending in a penalty. This, according to Rich McKay of the Atlanta Falcons, their CEO. He chairs the NFL Competition Committee. I hope they didn't need a lot of data to understand that we don't like every play ending in a penalty, but I appreciate Rich McKay saying that. The league will provide data from every punt play during the 2016-17 seasons, and then they're asking you, fans, to be able to help them come up with different alternatives. What are they proposing here, McLovin? It feels like there's a hold on every single punt. Or am I just imagining that?
Or a block in the, if it's a return, then you're looking for a block in the back on the way back.
Yeah.
So I guess they don't have any ideas, and they're throwing it out to the crowd, like on mornings when I don't have a poll question.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I don't understand. I understand getting rid of the kickoff and placing it at the, say, the 25. I can't think of getting rid of the punt. Just give them, what, 40 yards, you move the ball? It doesn't make any sense. Is that the only solution?
What about you had punts on kickoffs? Like, can you make the punt just that's the way you kick, but you still have to have the element of the onside kick?
Well, what happens on, but I think the key issue is what happens on fourth down when you're been knocked out. You still have to punt.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
But they want to get rid of that now.
Well, you can't get rid of the punt. I believe you can get rid of the kickoff. You know, it's basically been rendered useless because they want touchbacks. But with the punt, you know, you're still having these collisions. They're trying to prevent, you know, the lineman from getting downfield, and you have these collisions or more collisions. But I don't know how you come up with a solution here that's going to be still exciting, part of football, but we're going to cut down on the number of injuries here or the potential of injuries. Yeah, Paulie.
There's a rule on the books of the NFL that when the guy accepts the ball to punt it, the punter gets ready to punt, only the two outside guys are allowed to run down. Before the ball is struck by the punter's foot, the inside guys are not allowed to take off and cross the line of scrimmage. That is almost never enforced. And I'm looking at casual punt plays on YouTube. All the guys run down, and they're at least 3 or 4 yards downfield when the ball is struck. If you made that rule serious, all of a sudden you'd have those guys would be 3 yards less downfield as the punter is getting the ball.
Yeah, I don't know how you can come up with something. So crowdsourcing, I don't know what the fans are going to come up with as, you know, something that you haven't thought of here. Yes.
Why are they doing this now?
I don't know.
Where was all of was there a big movement for, like, how are we going to address the punting issue? Is there a big problem? Where did this come from all of a sudden that now not only they're finally going to get to the bottom of how to solve the punt problem in the NFL, but we're going to crowdsource it from fans, and, like, we want fan engagement. What do you think?
It's mid-season. You know, we're a third of the way done with the NFL season. And now I guess the NFL wants to give fans a head start on the offseason here with coming up with something to how to reshape, redefine, reinvent the punt. Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little more conspiracy theory than everybody else, but to me this reeks of just the shiny thing over here to distract everybody from something.
Like Kareem Hunt, maybe? Domestic violence with the NFL? I think it's a fair point. Yes, Fritzy?
There's too many exciting, game-changing things like how with a punt. With what Paulie was saying, you know, that's a little more reasonable if you want to have only certain guys can run down or you have to wait a couple extra seconds. But a blocked punt or a punt run back for a touchdown, something that there's too many things that can happen in the course of a game, especially late in the game on a punt. You can't just remove it and let the punter kick it, and then wherever it stops rolling, that's where the ball is.
Well, nobody's trying to get rid of it. I think they're just trying to safeguard it. You know, you have to have the punt. You know, you don't have to have a kickoff. You know, if you say to the coaches, you don't have the onside kick anymore, and you're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. It feels like the kickoff is almost dead anyway. Yeah, McLevin.
I think one of the worst plays in the NFL is a return that's so exciting. Everyone he runs it back. The whole team runs and hugs him. 50% of the time, there's a flag.
It feels like it.
It guts the NFL. Aikman went off on this the other night, too. And then you had the Desmond King return where there was an obvious block on the back on a punt. Special teams guys just stink, and they foul every play. They block in the back like it's going out of style.
Yes, Paul.
It does seem like they're trying to de-emphasize it. Are they just instituting these rules every year, so when the year comes when they get rid of the kickoff, it's less traumatic for us fans?
I just think that these coaches would be fine if that was the case, that this is what the kickoff is. Instead of sort of going through the mockery of, hey, you know what, we got a kickoff here. Not really. They don't want these collisions here. And they're trying to safeguard the sport. I get it, but crowdsourcing now is interesting.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.